You know, Linda, a lot of people are going to tell you how to be a good president, but trust us.
Yeah, you know what? Don't listen to what they tell you. They don't know what they're talking about.
Is there anyone in particular that you should not listen to?
There's a couple, but mostly I'm telling you it's going to happen right down. Jerry Kaufman. Don't listen to what he says. Did he do it to you?
Oh my God. Me? You? He tried to do it with Norm Seiler, but Norm, unfortunately, couldn't wake him up.
Couldn't wake him up. Thank goodness it saved Norm's year. Don't let Jerry sabotage your year like he did Peter, me, and everyone.
That's it. Jerry Kaufman. You know.
Watch out also, Dick Daniels. No good at all.
Don't let them change songs. I mean, that's BS, changing songs.
They're going to come in. Our club has tradition.
Tradition.
It has character and personality in it. And don't let people come and try to mess everything up by changing a tradition. That's what makes our club great.
Carl, what do you think is the single most important thing you got to get right when you're president of the club?
You got to get the programming right.
Programming, I agree completely.
People will come for the program.
Absolutely.
They'll stay for the program.
Yep.
They'll remember your meeting based upon the program that they had.
Well, I'll tell you, well, we should go out and we should interview some club members and perhaps some past presidents and see what they have to say about programming, get their input. I think good feedback's important. What do you think, Carl?
I think what you should do is listen to the clubs. You provide the kind of programs that they want to hear. You can't do everything they want to do, but within reason, you can bring in a program that they're going to enjoy, but you need to control it. Don't let too many people interject and tell you what they want. But this is just a sample of what we will go and interview and find out, you know, what do they want.
Let's go talk to some Rotarians. Here we go. All right, let's go.
I think the first thing I would do is show her the proper grip on a dinner roll. A piece of advice is don't ever give a past president the microphone. You probably won't get it back unless you remove it forcefully.
Advice, be fair and just and treat all persons equal.
Well, the fun advice that I was going to give to, what's her name, Mindy? Melinda? Belinda. The president's coming in now? Oh,
Linda.
Linda, yeah. I was going to tell Linda always, you know, it's important to know people's names. So you want to be sure you can see well so you can read their name tags when they come up to you.
Thanks, Frankie.
You're welcome. Past president, yeah, okay.
The most important advice I can give them is don't take advice from past district governors. Another thing, though, is to make sure the program has a full half hour.
Well, the very first thing you have to do is to get rid of that miserable howdy song. It's been an absolute deterrent to membership recruitment. It's embarrassing, and it needs to go once and for all. No howdy.
Well, I think the most effective thing I did when I was president was I instituted what was called the Reign of Terror. And the Reign of Terror was very successful during my year. Number one, I brought in a lot new members because what I did is I threatened the new people. I had certain information about their private lives that if they didn't join Rotary, I was going to disclose it to the newspapers. The other part is I managed to find every single member in the club during my reign.
Larry, you heard Jerry Kaufman tout his year as president. What do you think of Jerry?
I think about time he joined Kiwanis.
Frank, you remember Jerry Kaufman as president. What do you remember about his year?
He's a troublemaker. He chases all our women around, and a lot of people get real upset about that.
Larry, as secretary of the club, what advice would you give an incoming president like Linda?
Well, I think if you just let me have my way, I'll be very happy.
You know, Peter, last week you did Rotary to Tell the Truth.
Yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
It was a ball. Last year you did Rotary Idol.
Rotary Idol, great.
People love that. People love those game show programs that you do. You need to come up with a new one, though. What idea, what can we do for your next Rotary program?
Let me think about it, but I think that we can probably come up with some novel idea that would include some Rotarians, and I think it'd be worthwhile. Would you work with me on that?
I'd work with you. Let's just not go too over the top with this, though.
No. We keep it conservative for our club. I like that.
Conservative club and fun and light. Let's see what the club really wants to do for your next program.
Let's go talk.
We'll ask them.
Sandy, I'm going to be program chair next year, and we're looking for ideas on what kind of programs would you like to see at our weekly meetings?
Have more parties. Cocktail parties, fun parties. Chippendales!
So, Marilyn, what kind of costumes should these Chippendale dancers wear?
Wear shorts.
So Charlotte, if we really do this program on Chippendales, what do you think they should look like? What kind of costumes?
Oh, well, okay, there are two moose. One has a bell and the other has a rack. There's a beautiful elk. Oh, yes. And as Larry said, the one in Charlotte's bedroom, you got to check that one out. It's a bison.
So Edna, what do you think about doing a program? You know, I've done these programs before based on different TV game shows. What do you think about doing Rotary Chippendales?
Well, I know what it's all about. The boys, they're really neat looking. They have a lot of good mods. I'm old, but I can still enjoy. How about that?
So Jack, past President Peter, is thinking about doing one of his Rotary game shows, Rotary Chippendales. What do you think about that?
Think it over twice. That's about it.
Have you ever been a Chippendale dancer?
It's a wonderful experience. I just can't tell you how overwhelmingly pleased and happy I am. I'm just really happy and enthusiastic. Does that sound good?
Do you think it would be embarrassing to dance around like that?
I'm really a good dancer. You ought to see that.
Linda, I'm thinking about doing Rotary Chippendales. What do you think about that?
I love watching men dance. I would pay good money to see that.
So Harvey, I heard you wore a special bow tie at your tryout.
Well, I had one that lit up even, had little lights on it, and I wear it for Halloween and things like that.
Hey Tom, I'd like you to sign you up for my next program, Rotary Chippendales. Would you dance for the club?
I only dance for Donna.
But Tom, I heard that you have a bow tie and you do some really fancy dancing. You sure you won't do it for the club?
Bow ties, I loved them. I used to call them the Fat Boy Special, and then I started taking off. That was the Danish that I would have at breakfast every day.
Jerry, we're going to do Rotary Chippendales. Are you a good enough dancer to join the crew?
Am I a good dancer? Yes, I am.
You know, part of the costume is you have to wear a bow tie.
I think bow ties are for Dr. Moyer only. He's the only person I think that should wear a bow tie in public.
Kim, you got your outfit all set for Rotary Chippendales, don't you?
Bow ties are a must.
So Dick, will you be doing Rotary Chippendales?
Bow ties? They've asked me not to dance.
Jackie, we're thinking about having my next game show be Rotary Chippendales. What do you think?
Chippendales? Are you kidding me?
Mary, what do you think? Should we do Rotary Chippendales?
Think about it twice, but do it.
Hey, I heard you snuck into one of the rehearsals. Is that true?
You want photos? Chippendales.
Hey Mike, are we going to need a special permit or something to do Rotary Chippendales?
We don't put up with those shenanigans in Escondido. Whoa, Mike, just calm down. Get it together. Come on, it'll be okay.
Chippendales! Chippendales! Chippendales!
وأعضاء المنبر هنا أصدقاء للجميع وأهلا وسهلا فيكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
I think the first thing you have to do is dye your hair blonde. You got to kiss every man in the club.
Chippendales! Chippendales!